Good morning wa Kenya. Hope mmekuwa na sikukuu safi. Ni mimi nimesema leo nikuje niwachokoze kidogo. We're supposed to have a show this morning but we're having issues kidogo with our power. We have a few issues hapa kidogo na stima kidogo, but we'll be getting back to you in a while. But all the same, I thought let me come to you this morning and let us have a conversation kidogo. Today is National Prayer Day, and I hope I've seen the president just arrived at Safari Park Hotel, and I hope the prayers are going to take shape, and I'm also joining hands with the government in those prayers. I posted a poster yesterday, and we are going to have a conversation on Mr. Omar and Mr. Kingi. And I thought to myself, this is a very important conversation that should not be postponed. You know, moving forward, I think it is only fair for the government to be very candid with its people. In parliament, not in parliament, in government as it is, from executive to legislature, I think we've not duly done justice to the third gender rule. We've not inclusified women totally in positions of leadership. I posted something yesterday and I said that it is only fair that Veronica Maina takes position as the Speaker of Senate, because Honorable Kingi displayed a very political position while in Mombasa. Being a national Speaker of Senate seems a position that should not be partisan by any means. And it is quite worrying to have someone of a low rank than the deputy president humiliate the deputy president in positions in levels that we saw the Speaker of Senate trying to actually humiliating the deputy president in this country. And the president was seated right there. And it makes me wonder what exactly is cooking for the deputy president. Because it's been demonstrated to us how easy it is to impeach a deputy president. It was demonstrated to us through the former deputy president. And I think it is only fair to enlighten the people of Meru and tell them if their not their deputy president, is one of their representatives, the national deputy president of this great independent Republic of Kenya, is going to be impeached in coming days. Or is he going to be part of the presidency coming the next election? Is he still going to hold his position as the deputy president? Because I think that is communication that should be clearly communicated to both the people of this country and people of UDA. Second of all, I do not think it is very fair for UDA to still have Omar as incumbent SG of that party. Much as we have no business interfering with UDA's position because we are not UDA members, but UDA is the ruling party of this country. UDA is the national party right now. And they've consolidated their efforts with the next biggest party, that is ODM. And now having conversations, talks like that we saw in Mombasa, makes us very worried as a country. So I think it is only fair they give us the direction moving forward, because one of the things that people feel right now is that the position of the party is discussed, is spoken out by the party's SG. And if Omar wasn't talking on his own behalf, then he was talking on behalf of the party. Omar was speaking the position of UDA. That is the communication that is getting to us, Mwananchi. People who are not privy to information, to discrete information, we can only interpret that the position at which Omar spoke, that is the position of UDA party. and the kind of humiliation we saw from the Speaker of Senate directed to our deputy president, then we can only translate that that is the position of the party and that is the position of the government. So please, it is about time this country and the government started acting very firmly on matters tribalism, very firmly on matters to do with national matters. Because humiliating a deputy president, that's a national matter. That qualifies as the highest level of indiscipline within the political class. So I think it is only fair we get the president's position on this. It is only fair that we get a letter of firing of Omar. Omar should be fired, not even he shouldn't be given the respect of resigning. He should be fired. Secondly, we should get an apology from the senator, from the Senate Speaker. And if it is not so, then this is the correct time to have women represented within such positions. Veronica Maina is a qualified enough senator. She's been SG of the ruling party right now. She's now a nominated senator, and I think she qualifies to be the Senate Speaker. So we can have this thing that is in our constitution that the threshold has never been matched. The third gender rule. Why can't we just inclusify women and have Veronica Maina in that position? Let Kingi go back to politics fully. Let him be nominated as a speaker. Let him wait for next year to do campaign. Actually, campaigns isha answer. So I think it is only fair we do not hold Kingi in this position where he feels he wants to give his political opinion, but he cannot because his job does not allow him to. So I think we should let him blossom and just go out there and start doing campaigns so he can campaign for either presidency or whatever position he feels he can be accommodated into. I think it's about time this country move forward. It's about time this country started fulfilling the promises that the current regime gave to its people. All the same, there is a national prayer day today. We do pray that this country moves forward in the right direction. We do pray that this country does not accommodate the upcoming proposal for bill, that is the Finance Bill 2026. And this is what I want to say to Kenyans. We want the National Treasury. When time comes for the proposal to be taken to Parliament and public participation is open, please gazette that proposal. Please gazette the venue at which, not like last time where you're going to close people at KICC and not let other people come in. Let there be full disclosure of where the public participations are going to be held. And let every Kenyan, and I beg please, every Kenyan, please show up to that public participation. Let us participate in this finance bill. Let no one tell you that life is going to get easier with this finance bill. It is going to get extremely hard with this finance bill. So I'm not going to advocate for people to riot. I'm not going to advocate for people to throw stones at any event. But please let the government take this thing very seriously. When public participation phase comes, let it be gazetted, let people know, and then let there be fully disclosure of where those exercises are going to be held, so people can come and give their opinion on that finance bill. I've heard some people saying that it is about time other people felt the pinch. This is what is going to happen. In a radius of about 60 kilometers from Nairobi CBD, from either direction, pick any direction, about 75% of people who live there are tenants. 25% of the people living there are landlords. Those landlords are not going to feel any pain when rents go up. they literally will feel zero pain, because the burden of profit is going to be pushed to the consumer. You, the tenant. If the government sees it fit for me to oblige to pay land rents and land rates, then I'm going to push that cost to you, the tenant. This whole shenanigan you saw, the drama of matatu operators trying to strike here and there. Matatu operators do not feel pain when fuels go up, because they will always compromise and compensate whenever they're collecting fares from you. So who you saying that there's certain people who are going to feel the pain of this finance bill? My brother, my sister, we are all going to feel the pain, and more so to some of us than others. I want to tell you, the moment the price of unga gets to 1 billion shillings, it will still be consumable. But ule mtu wa duka will never ever go at a loss to accommodate you. The millers of unga will always find a way to increase the prices, and there is no government that is going to tell the chain of supply that you need to go to at a loss for you to accommodate the mwananchi. No. You have the political animal, as he calls himself. He's self-declared political animal. I'm not calling him that. In the Baraza the other day, saying how prices of commodities are going to go up, and they're surely going to go up. So whomever is importing that boda, let me give you examples. If you go to Nyamakema right now, the hugest market of boda suppliers, spare part suppliers, one of the most cheapest thing unaweza pata kwa bodaboda, tunaweza sema ni nini? Nozzles and bushes. If a bush costs at a direct currency rate of about a shilling from China, and by the time it gets to this country, that cost is uplifted to about 10 shillings. Then by the time it gets to Nyamakema, it's about 20 shillings. By the time the person, because that's the high end of the supply chain, for it to get to you, another person needs to come to Nyamakema, who normally have those two spare parts around your local areas. Aipeleke somewhere in Nanyuki, aipeleke somewhere in Homa Bay, and the cost of fuel bado iko juu. Aipeleke somewhere in Moiben, and the cost of fuel is still juu. Aipeleke mahali in Kitale, na cost of fuel bado iko juu. Considering that bush ilifika Nyamakema by 10 shillings, ule mtu wa Nyamakema ongezee 2 shillings zake za profit, that is 12 shillings. By the time that bush yenye ili cost a shilling in China ikufikie wewe, itakufikia na about 30 shillings. So eka bushes kama 10 kwa bodaboda yako, eka mafuta, niambie kama utabeba mtu na 50 shillings. A distance that normally cost 50 shillings to ferry people from one point to the other will cost you a roughly amount double that, triple that, even 4 times that. That is 200 Kenya shillings. And you're still saying it is about time other people feel the pain. Which other people are going to feel the pain? The effect is going to be on you, the consumer, the end consumer. So please, let us take these things very seriously. Much as we play politics, we still need to understand that this bill is going to govern our financial situations for the next 1 year. If as it is right now, we still feel the burden of the cost of living. Literally, some people are taking their lives. We've had it up to our heads with this costly livelihood. So think of the cost of the finance bill that is trying to inflate everything in this country. And by the time you say that kitu ache ifinyafinya the other end, please consider which other end is going to finyafinywa. It is all of us. The political animal already ashawaambia, he's set. Hata akikosa kupata kazi moving forward, he's already set. So you need to think about yourself and think kama wewe personally you're set ama you're not set. Because if you're not set, my brothers and sisters, then you need to wake up and make sure this proposal does not get to be a bill. Because if it happens like last time, they try and amend a few things here and there. Because you see, one of the things with our constitution, it's a very beautiful thing. It was left for amendments. People who created it knew that there were going to be some things that were not going to match either with time, with traditions, or whatever else, and this thing needed to be changed. So everything is amendable. So let them amend this thing as a proposal before it gets to a bill. Because these things now seems much like it is going to benefit these financial institutions like in IMF who bring money to us more than it's going to benefit us. Because now even unemployment is going to triple, because you cannot have a company that runs with 12 people be able to accommodate the all of the 12 people. Companies are going to start sizing down. So you need to really think about this finance bill before you even start to bring other political matters into play. But all the same, we still need to be very woke. These political shenanigans that are happening left, right, and center, they will not happen for long, and they should not happen for long. We need clear instructions. If Kindiki is still going to be the deputy president, it concerns us. We are Kenyans. Kindiki is the deputy president of this great Republic of Kenya. We need to know, you've seen how expensive it is to withdraw impeach one deputy president. If impeaching one deputy president will go to a cost amounting to almost 500 million Kenya shillings. Just imagine if we withdraw 2 deputy presidents in a span of 3 years. That's about 1 billion Kenya shillings just to fire someone. It concerns us as Kenyans. So we need to know which political space, political decisions that are being made. But more so, we need the withdrawal, the firing of one Omar Hassan, the SG of UDA. We know we are not UDA members, but UDA is the ruling party, and we cannot have such kind of ascending talk from such very high-level politicians. It gives a very bad reflection to the rest of us as a country. Some of us look up to politicians and we emulate what they say. We actually adapt and copy what they say. So if you are going to copy the kind of hatred we've seen from these politicians, then it means that there is a very huge gap that needs to be filled. And that gap needs to be vacant for it to be filled. So we need that position of SG vacant as soon as possible. And as we conclude the prayers today, please, Mr. President, make sure you go to UDA offices and ask your SG to either resign or be fired. It is only right that that happens. And I've all seen you working with Kindiki on one side and Kingi on the other side. Please, on those National Prayer Day, make sure that Kingi apologizes to the Deputy President for the kind of humiliation he tried to do around the coast. So yes, that was us for today. When Stima Ikirudi, will make sure to get back to you and do some very nice conversations with you later in the day. We still have the football show later in the day. So thank you very much. Keep it tight. Now, as I told you, let politics not lie to you. Let politicians not lie to you. Usiambiwe that there's one community that oppressed the other community when they were ruling in this country. Let me ask you a question, a very nice question that I asked this question yesterday, and I've been asking this question. For how long has the incumbent president ruled in this country? It's going to 5 years right now. It's been 4 years now. 3.5 going to 4 years. every member of the executive in this country works at the pleasure of the president. We have about 22 cabinet ministers in this country. They all work at the pleasure of the president. If the president woke up today and decided to fire every one of them and replace them, it is within his right to do so. Every member of the principal secretaries, the permanent secretaries in this country, they all work at the pleasure of the president. Every CEO of every parastatal in this country works at the pleasure of the president. So if it is true the president wanted inclusion in this country, if the decisions at that level are not made politically, then we would have at least two members, one member from the Turkana community acting in certain capacity within the executive, that is the cabinet. At least 22 communities in this country would have something in cabinet right now. 4 years down the line, we do not have a Turkana as a member of the cabinet. 4 years down the line, we do not have a member of some coastal regions in cabinet right now. 4 years down the line, we do not have members of the Gabra in the cabinet. 4 years down the line, we do not have a member of some communities acting as cabinet ministers in this country. We have members, 75, I think numbers say around 75 to 76% of the PSAs in this country are centralized within two communities, that is the Kikuyus and the Kalenjins in this country. Why don't we have those positions filled by all members, all communities in this country? So the person who stands and holds the microphone and tells you that when communities have placed so much imbalance in the political class or in the executive, that person is lying to you. They literally have the power to make that change right now. Everyone, you see hizo gari zote unaonaga zikifuatana hivi zikienda kwa hizi maofisi za Upper Hill, the Capitol Hill, the executive, all of it, all those people work at the pleasure of one person. And that one person have the rights, the power, and the ability to inclusify everyone in those positions. So stay woke, my people. Stay very woke. Let this country be a country of harmony. And let you be your brother's keeper. Because politicians will have you beating each other down for no good reason. If there is change to be done, let those people making those change be the change themselves. All the same, we are still grooming our very own Mwalimu Dr. Fred Matiang'i. We are hoping that these days will go fast because I only would want to live, and I hope that the Almighty Father keeps me safe to see the day that Fred Matiang'i becomes the number one in this country. So that is it for today. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you later in the day. I'm still here. I'm going to still giving you contact. Tuko Moita is my name.